What up, pedalheads? It's your main man, Eddie Monty here, back with another edition of FIFA World Cup of Metal. That's right, we've already covered 4 groups. We're on to group number 5, which in reality is Group E, if you're keeping track. And it's a good one. Very, very good one. One that I said from the beginning that were going to be some difficulties going through every single group. But before we get into it, I just want to remind all of you that if you like the content that you see, please hit that subscribe button. That's right, smash it. Stay in tune with everything we do. Try to come up with tons and tons of stuff for you guys. Sorry about my voice. Been trying to recover. But anyways, we are here. We're ready to do this. Group E, as I said, made up of Germany, Curacao, Ecuador, and the Ivory Coast. Unfortunately, like I said in the beginning, we were going to face some problems, and that is the Ivory Coast. Unfortunately, the Ivory Coast does not have any metal bands, and I couldn't pick another country that's not in the competition, like, say, Italy, because we just don't hand out participation awards, so we're down to 3. We were able to find 3, which isn't bad. 3 out of 4, not bad. So let's start this off. We're going to start off with Germany. Now, Germany is a country that I could have picked a ton of bands. Such a rich history in metal, from Teutonic Thrash, which is bands like Creator, Destruction, Sodom, Tankard. Then there's, bands like Blind Guardian, legendary heavy metal bands, the Scorpions, just a ton of stuff. It's almost like if you can do it, we can do it better. Almost. And then there's the industrial scene, which includes bands like Rammstein and Icebreaker, which are fantastic groups. You should go check them out. But the band that I chose for Germany to represent the Germans this time, Powerwolf. That's right. A heavy metal / power metal band from, I'm probably going to say this wrong. Probably. It's Saarbrücken, I believe is the name of the town they're from in Germany. They're power metal, like I said. They started in 2004 and released their first album, Return in Blood Red, back in 2005, and they've been going strong ever since. You can catch legendary performances on YouTube from countless festivals like Wacken and so many others. These guys put on a hell of a performance. They are a band that is definitely on the bucket list for me of bands that I need to see live. So make sure you go and check them out. Their last record came out in 2024 called Wake Up the Wicked. And make sure you check it out. And make sure you check out all the bands. But let's check out Powerwolf. If you were to ask me where in the world is Curacao before this, I would have told you I have no idea. None. Is it in Africa? You would have been like, no. I would have been like, is it in Asia? You would have been like, no. Europe? No. In fact, it's in the Caribbean. That's right. They are Dutch-owned island. Well, it's kind of like how the United Kingdom would, that kind of thing. But we're not here for politics. Anyways, Curacao is a small island, and in fact, they have a little bit of a death and black metal scene going on in the island, and we chose black metal band Cimarron, who we don't know, we don't know exactly when they started. I'm going to assume in 2023, maybe a little bit earlier. I also can't find any pictures of these guys online at all, so that's why you've got the logo there as their sticker. But hey, that just makes the mystery even that much better. They are yet to release a full-length album or an EP or anything like that. The only music they have is a split that they did with Grave Moss. So let's check out what we have of Cimarron. Last but certainly not least, we are going to South America for our last band. That's right, we're going all the way to Ecuador. And like I said before, South America has quite the impressive scene when it comes to thrash metal and even death metal. These guys love it. I mean, they love it. There's a huge community in Latin America. Unbelievable. And these bands, man, I'll tell you what, they give a lot of your bands a run for their money. So I'm telling you, check them out when you can. So we are checking out a band. They're black metal. They're from Ecuador. And they're called Vampiric Rites, but they spell it a little differently. It's with a W, as you can see on the screen, obviously. And they were started in 2019, and they had released their first album, The Eternal Melancholy of the Vampire, back in 2021. But never fear, these guys are creating new music all the time. In fact, in February of this year, they released Under the Tragic Full Moon of the Vampire. That's right, so make sure you go and check that out. But right now, here's Vampiric Rites. All right. I present them to you, and as always, I always say, make sure you go and check out these bands. That's right. You never know. You might discover something you liked and you never knew you did. Because that's metal. Metal's worldwide, and that's why we're doing this. The FIFA World Cup of Metal. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I ask all of you to smash that subscribe button. That's right. If you like what you see, make sure you hit it. And I've been your host, Eddie Monster. I will see you next time with our very next group. Stay metal.